We've got some great EA Sports Supercross action from Banquet Ballpark in Phoenix, Arizona. Ricky Carmichael in second place is trying to hold off the smart and six-time defending champion Jeremy McGrath. Tim Ferry, still our leader, and has a 2.7-second lead on Ricky Carmichael. Take a look at 14 as well. Kevin Windham coming up in behind Jeremy McGrath. He doesn't want to let McGrath go.
No, he's got to try to stay right with him. And he's done that so far. That's really been his goal. Just try to stay with the guy. You know, maybe wear him down for a change. No one ever does anything to Jeremy. He's always able to get away. If Kevin can stay with him, he's got a chance. Watch this. McGrath is close enough to mess with RC.
McGrath takes that same inside corner, but McGrath has the advantage. I should say RC, but here is a beautiful move by McGrath. The same combination, really.
It's just pressure. All that pressure in the presence of Jeremy being in the right place at the right time forced Carmichael into a slight mistake, just a tiny one, and Jeremy was close enough to make the pass.
You see McGrath now picking up a little bit on the leader.
This is one time where I'll bet you McGrath isn't minding too much to be in second. He's got his teammate out there. I'll bet you anything he's grinning in that helmet. He's happy for Tim right now because he knows he's got the talent to go out there and lead races.
Here's Villeman working on Windham. David Villeman moves into fourth place, and he could be challenging up there soon. We still have 13 laps to go.
Starting to see that same sort of riding style and posture and energy from Kevin Windham that I saw in Anaheim, where he has the speed, but you're not looking at it. You're seeing something a little bit less. Right now he's getting passed by Villeman. It looks like Albie could be next.
Yep, on the podium 2 of his first 3 races. Felt he didn't ride that well in the opener and took third, and then had problems in the second round, ending up in 8th place. Now he's having trouble holding on to David Villeman, who's very smooth riding in 4th.
The problem with Kevin, I don't know if it's a fitness thing. I mean, I look at the guy, and he looks fit. He's strong. And I know he rides a lot. His mechanic says he goes out and he does 25-lap motos at the Honda test track, and his heart rate's low. But there's a difference between being able to go fast during the week and going fast in these conditions when it really matters and the pressure's on. And I think mentally he's just not able to get his potential and ride relaxed. Ricky
Carmichael is going to have a hard time now keeping number 934 David Villeman off his back. You see McGrath has already moved into second place. Ricky Carmichael in third, but there's 934 David Villeman, who senses a chance to move into second in the points race.
Beautiful line right there. Gets into that corner, just chops it off early, chops off about 10 feet of racetrack and stays out of that rut that fouled up Ricky Carmichael's time.
Ferry's lead on Jeremy McGrath now shrinking to 1.6 seconds as we take a look at the third place rider. 11 laps to go in our 250 main event from Phoenix, Arizona. Packed house here.
Ricky looking back after he came out of that corner. That's all. Never a good sign. I think he's a little concerned. He knows Villeman's coming.
Jeremy McGrath closing on his teammate Tim Ferry. Tim Ferry has never won a 250 main event.
You just might never, as long as that number 1's back there.
There was a matchup this summer in one race in which Jeremy McGrath kind of took things for granted. Fell on the last lap, but Tim Ferry won it.
Well, I forgot all about that. So Tim has beaten Jeremy.
Not as much on the line, though, this time around, as this is the first of Advanced Triple Crown.
Jeremy's not taking this one lightly.
Here comes Jeremy. Starts to make his move on number 15. It'll be a clean one. Oh, Jeremy almost went down. Trying to cut to the inside. Anything can happen in this race.
I'll tell you exactly what that was. That was, okay, this is my teammate, so I don't want to get real close to him, so I'll try to cut this a little tighter and keep some distance between us. And front end washed out a little bit. He found a piece of racetrack that had a little rut in it he didn't expect.
Yeah. Take another look and check out McGrath number 1.
Had a feeling Tim might just kind of go wide here and say, go ahead. I don't need this kind of pressure. Watch Jeremy. Whoa. Trying to hold it tight and give him some room.
But Tim hit perfectly the rut he was trying to hit coming out of that turn, so that was a planned move by Tim Ferry all the way. And Jeremy McGrath now spits the roost up.
Oh, these guys are having fun.
Coming over the finish line. 9 laps to go in the race. The crowd comes alive, and Jeremy McGrath now has the edge and takes over the lead.
Well, it doesn't surprise me from Jeremy. He earned this. He had to pass all the best guys to get to this place. And for Tim Ferry, I'm sure it's a little bit of a disappointment to lose the lead, but no one else can beat this guy. How the heck is he supposed to? He's beating everybody else.
Just as hot here for third place. Ricky Carmichael trying to fend off David Villeman.
I think Ricky would like to get things rolling here even more with a podium, but he's going to have to fight for his life.
Villeman tries to the inside, shows a wheel. Here they go, bar to bar. David Villeman has Carmichael looking over at him, and Villeman moves into third place. Now, is there any question that David Villeman of Team Yamaha is going to put a challenge on Tim Ferry of Chaparral Yamaha?
Well, what Yamaha's looking at right now is a sweep. They're all going to be standing on a podium. These guys have got things figured out.
Not only a sweep, but this will be the fourth straight round in 4 rounds that Yamaha has been on the top step. So as Jeremy McGrath of Mazda Chaparral Yamaha leads his teammate Tim Ferry, and Team Yamaha's David Villeman will return in a moment. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona, our 250 main event with 8 laps to go. Sebastian Tortelli made a move on Mike LaRocco, and that's Kevin Windham. Mike LaRocco, number 5. Sebastian Tortelli, number 21. Tortelli passing Windham, trying to get in front of Mike LaRocco. So it's the battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th with the red bikes.
I have a feeling that LaRocco's shoulder's bothering a little bit. In the beginning of the race, it's hard to get your body temperature warmed up. Now it is, and I'll bet you that what's on his mind has nothing to do with that sore shoulder. That's probably all loose. He'll be sore tomorrow, but right now he's just trying to salvage points, because with McGrath out front, he's starting to inch away. That's exactly what LaRocco's trying to avoid.
58-second lap for our leader, Jeremy McGrath. You know who leads the most laps coming into this race?
Let's see, Villeman?
You're right, David Villeman, because he had the 20 laps, winning San Diego, and he also led another race.
That was a guess. I had a feeling it was McGrath, but since you asked me that way, I thought it was something else.
I was trying to catch you, partner. Trying to catch you. As Tim Ferry now has his hands full with David Villeman. David Villeman wants to stay up near McGrath in that points race, and he can do it if he can take over second place. Here's the move made on number 15. Tim Ferry going to try to hold on for that final podium spot.
I'll tell you what, Art, the way Villeman's riding, the way he looked to me in practice, he is not finished with second place here. He is still looking at Jeremy. He's not that far behind. I'm sure Jeremy's got other ideas, but he really hasn't been able to pull away like he's been so famous for doing in the past.
Well, Villeman has one thing on Jean-Michel Bayle. He's the earliest, that's the earliest a Frenchman has won a 250 main in his first full season of 250 action, which Villeman completed in San Diego. Here's the 5th place rider, Greg Albertine. Behind him is Mike LaRocco. LaRocco playing with pain.
Nice move right down the inside. These guys are going to kind of a slow race into the corner to get that position established. I can see Mike LaRocco's wife from where I'm sitting, and his son, and she's looking a little nervous. She'd like to see her husband up there a little closer and not losing the points, but he's made a good recovery from what happened to him earlier in the day and from where he had to start. So is Albertine, for that matter. He's been struggling a little bit, and he's got it together here.
Mike LaRocco wants to stay up in that points contention right now. As we go back to our leader, Jeremy McGrath, with 5 laps to go. McGrath